Naples Tower, this is helicopter 357 Lima Hotel requesting Hunter taxi to spot Charlie with Alpha.
Hey everybody, Rob here, Helicopter Skunk Works. Thank you for tuning into the channel. This is part 2 of the official beginner's guide to the E-Flite Blade SR. And as I promised you in the last introductory video, we are going to do an unboxing. So I'm right along with you guys for this ride. I haven't even opened the box yet. I got it actually, what was it, 4 days ago, and incidentally, I was supposed to have my SR about somewhere between early to mid-February. Things didn't happen that way. That didn't work out, so I ended up getting it about 4 days ago. Anyway, so here we are. We've got the box. Has not been opened yet, so I'm right along for the ride with you guys. I'm going to be going through this with you, as it were. So it's pretty exciting for me here. All right, so let's go ahead and start out. All right, I just went ahead and turned the box around here because I know how these things are in here. And where the flap is, the helicopter's always this way, is everything up. So, all right, let's go ahead and open the box. I already just cut the seals here. All right. So, naturally, first we start out with, we have the manual. Yep, exploded view diagram in the back. Always a must for every heli that you own. All right, so we got a good manual. Then set this up here on the table. And there you have it, folks. There it is. Your E-Flite Blade SR, nicely packaged. And it was funny because as I was pulling out that styrofoam, I got that rush of electronics and styrofoam came rushing up, that smell. And that's always one of the great parts of opening up a heli box for the first time. Anyway, so I'm going to take this stuff out. And as I'm taking it out, I'll tell you what it is. And then I'm going to set it up on the table. And after that, we'll take a look at the whole thing in all of its glory, or whatever you want to call it. So first we start out with, this is the charging unit here. And of course this has, right here, this is your wall adapter to plug into your LiPo battery charger. 11.1 volts for 3 cells. Output, it charges at 800 milliamps. Pretty much standard. All right, and of course you got your wall adapter for your charger, which of course, as most of you would know, plugs into your charging unit right there, plugs into the wall, battery gets plugged into your charging unit, and you're off to the races as far as charging your battery goes anyway. Okay, so we got those. And they are courteous enough to provide you with at least 4 initial cells, AA batteries for your transmitter. So you know you don't have to run down to the store and buy some right away. All right, up on the table with those. And of course here is the heli battery. And this is our, what do we have here? We got 3-cell 11.1 volt, 1000 milliamp hour battery. So basically 1 amp hour battery. And going back to our charger setup here. If you're a beginner, some of you will know this, but if you're a beginner, this is where your battery would charge. Your battery would plug right here into your charging port, like that. It's actually batteries feeding back some power into the unit, if you can see that, and lighting up the LEDs. So, all right. Our battery. Okay, and the helicopter itself. And here it is, E-Flite Blade SR. And another thing, they're courteous enough to give you your blade holder with the helicopter. All right, up on the table. And here we go. Got your package of your miscellaneous tools here. So there we go. And last but not least, and pretty much as far as the SR goes, kind of the heart of the SR, we have the SR transmitter. This, you got your flight mode switch. I'm trying to remember offhand if that was, no, it's not. Yeah, I think that was your idle up. And I think that this was your throttle curve adjust, this knob right here. And this is a little bit more advanced stuff. If you're a beginner, don't worry about that right now. I will be getting into this more later. So don't worry if you don't 100% understand it right now. Your idle up, your trainer switch, don't worry about that either. You got your channel 5, just an extra channel if you add additions to your heli down the road. And then you've got your dual rate modes. This one I want to kind of explain a little bit right off the bat because it's kind of important, probably for a beginner at least, more important than any of the others. Your low, what's called your dual rate mode, dual rate and expo, when it's forward or on your low mode, that means that everything's going to be less sensitive. For whatever input you put in on the sticks, excuse me, I've actually been getting over a chest cold for the past 5 days. I'm just getting over it. That's why I get a little cough in there every now and then. On the low rate, dual rate, and expo mode, for the inputs that you put in, you're not going to get as much response out of the helicopter. When you flip this back or to high, you're going to get more sensitivity. The helicopter is going to react more to what you do. And I've read quite a few posts so far. I've heard people talk about, they find it, and this is probably if they're more experienced, if they've flown other helis before, they find it a lot better to run it in the high dual rate mode. So just a real basic overview of all of this here. So that's your transmitter. Oh, back here you got your throttle hold. Or you plug your battery in on your helicopter. Usually you have this in throttle hold mode. You always want to have your stick, of course, all the way down, your throttle all the way down over here. But you also want to have it in throttle hold as a precaution. So anyway, there's all the components. Now let's take a look at the whole thing all together. All right, so here it is, guys. Your wall adapter for your charger itself, blade holder, transmitter batteries, your 11.1 volt 3-cell 1000 milliamp hour heli battery, miscellaneous accessories. Over here your manual, can't see it, it's out of view, and of course your transmitter. All in all, not a bad package. Pretty much what you'd expect to see in any new RTF heli package, but still very nice nevertheless, in my opinion. Okay, so this has been part 2 of the official beginner's guide for the E-Flite SR. And in our next video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run this thing up. We're going to spool this thing up for the first time. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to make any changes, modifications, or adjustments. We're going to spool it up basically from right out of the box, and it's going to be picking up from where we're leaving off right here. So once again, thanks for tuning in to Helicopter Skunk Works. As always, this is Rob, and until our next installment of our series, take care.